وصحبه أجمعين ومن اتبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mdur Mannan, and Alhamdulillah, I am studying with Iou. I'm studying Bachelor of Arts in Islamic Studies, and I am at the moment in my final year, which is the 8th semester. So most of my subjects with the 7th semester are finished. So I'm the final semester now, Alhamdulillah. But I started a long time ago. I started in 2011, so predominantly doing part-time studies, basically. So I'll be quickly going through some of the verses and some hadiths regarding seeking knowledge and why we need to. And also I'll reflect on my studies with Iou and why I did study with Iou, why did I wanted to seek Islamic knowledge. I'll tell you some of the backgrounds, where I come from, and so that you can relate that to yourself, and then you can make decisions, inshallah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created and provided him with the tools for acquiring knowledge. And he has given us the hearing ability, this sight, we can see, we have got the ability to think, which is the wisdom. And this is also mentions in the Quran, An-Nahl, at number 70. And Allah has brought you out from the wombs of your mothers, while you know nothing. And he gave you hearing, sight, and hearts that you might give thanks to Allah. So one of the comments from the scholars, they said why Allah mentioned hearing, sight, and hearts in order, because in our mother wombs is even the recent discoveries from the medical science has noticed that the hearing develops in child first, and then they develop to see, and then the hearts come in function. And this is important because obviously we first of all, we hear things, and we try to process that. We see things, we try to process that. Our hearts then consumes it, and we try to act on that. So Islamism, which is based on knowledge, we cannot act and we cannot practice Islam without gaining knowledge. And this is also evident from the Quran, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the first verse that was revealed to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and that was in the night of Qadr, that was Iqra, to read, which is referring to gaining knowledge, because we can never ever know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala without acquiring knowledge about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because we cannot comprehend Allah with our own abilities. We have to know what Allah has revealed. We have to know the sources that has come from Allah and His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So in another verse in Surah Muhammad, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says about doing something with knowledge, that He said, so know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is referring to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so know that La ilaha illallah, that there is no one worthy of worship except Allah. And then Allah is commanding Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which is obviously referring to us as well, and ask forgiveness for your sin, and also for the sin of believing men and believing women. So obviously Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is teaching us to seek knowledge and then go back to Him and repent for our sins. So the knowledge is the key in seeking knowledge, in seeking Allah's closeness. And also, if we want to truly believe in Allah, and if we want to truly obey Allah, we have to know His religion. And the only way we can know His religion is by seeking knowledge. And one of the things that I say, seeking knowledge doesn't always necessarily mean that someone has to be a scholar, someone has to know everything as an expert. It doesn't necessarily mean that there are basic things that I have studied at IUU for nearly 11, 12 years, but it doesn't necessarily mean me I'm becoming a scholar after the graduation. No, there's no way it can mean that. What it means is I may know very basic, some of the basic things about Aqidah, belief in Allah, some of the basic things about the Salah, some of the basic things about fiqh maybe, but very little is just on the ground surface. But this is a path that is leading to Allah. It will lead us to nearing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And even if you have not, even if you're not able to complete this course, you've started and then maybe you passed away or say gone back to Allah, can you imagine how you'll be regarded in front of Allah? You are one of those who have sought the way to know Allah and getting closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is beyond imagination, the rewards that you'll be waiting for you. It doesn't necessarily mean that I have to, my aim is always to become a scholar. Scholars are those who have dedicated their life for Islam. We are not even near to them. We have got other things to do. We have got so many commitments, but there is a basic level of knowledge that we all have to know. And this is the only way we can know is by learning. I'll mention a hadith which is mentioned in Bukhari. And this hadith is quite important about why seeking knowledge is very, very key to us practicing the religion. And the Prophet ﷺ said that whoever follows a path in the pursuit of knowledge, Allah will make a path to paradise easy for him. It's amazing. I mean, this hadith, the first I think came to know 10 or 11 years ago when I started with IUU. And I was amazed that I am going to set foot on a path. I will be starting to know about the religion of Allah. I'll start to know how to understand Arabic. I'll start to, when I read the Quran, you know, I make some sense from there because I'll be learning Arabic, because part of the IUU's course is called learning Arabic. And also I will be able to know where the hadith has come from, where there are so many madhabs, and these things are clarifying my knowledge about Islam, my knowledge about how I can get closer to Allah. But Allah Prophet is saying that Allah will make whoever does that, whoever pursues a way to gain knowledge, even though he may not be able to know everything, but Allah will make a way for that person to paradise, and which will be made easy. Now, how can we not take this opportunity? I first came to know about Islamic Online University through my wife, and she just mentioned the university where you can study Islam online, and I was really amazed. I looked into this, and I found that Dr. Bilal Phillips opened the university. That was back in 2011, and the day I decided that I want to study Islam in a structured way in a graduate program, the whole day my heart was pleased, and I continued then on. I stick to learning the religion, but obviously there has been always ups and downs. But the main thing is we have to persevere and do even little, and whatever we learn, we have to implement in our life, and also pass it on to others where we see that people may be lacking and they may be making mistakes. It's not necessarily to identify them, they're making mistakes, but they're to direct them in the right way. So there is another hadith which is also mentioned in Al-Bukhari. Al-Bukhari is the most authentic hadith book. Most of you have heard about Bukhari. Now this hadith is something called muttafaqun alayhi, meaning agreed upon. That means this hadith is mentioned both in Bukhari and Muslim, and the hadith number is 69. And the Prophet ﷺ said, when Allah wishes good for a person, he makes him understand the religion. Now, we have got a complete different idea about what is good for us. We always think in material way. We think, okay, if I've got what I want in my life, then that means that Allah wants good for me. The Prophet ﷺ is saying, completely something opposite. He's saying, if Allah wants good for a person, then so the material gain that we get, that's what, through that Allah wants good for you. No, he wants good for you through giving you the wisdom to understand his way, the religion, because the understanding of the religion is given to who? Prophets. All the prophets, they had this wisdom. So therefore, to know and to understand the religion, we have to give the effort. We have to set our foot on a path where we can learn, come to know the religion. And the only way you can do is study. We can go into a lecture in a masjid, but these are obvious that we always do it, but that's not structured. The IOE is offering a very structured way of learning the religion. And you can continue. I mean, obviously, we've got a lot of subjects. We've got Bachelor of Arts in Islamic Studies, Masters of Arts in Islamic Studies. If you already got some background in Islamic Studies, you don't necessarily have to do Bachelor's. You can switch to Masters. The doctorate being recently introduced, so you can do a PhD in Islamic Studies. There are other subjects like you want to just learn Arabic. We've got Bachelor's of Arts in Arabic, or even we have a diploma, which is called Arabic Intensive Program, I think IAP, Intensive Arabic Program. So they're like 2 years course. So there are a lot of courses, even Quran. If you want to learn how to recite the Quran correctly, memorize the Quran, there are courses available. So there's a lot to look through, and whatever suits. The Prophet ﷺ said in another hadith that the best of is the one who learns the Quran and teaches it. And I was recently hearing to one of the short lecture by one of the, can't remember his name, and he said, Quran is something, whatever it touches, that becomes the best. So the night it touched, that became the best of the nights. The person it touched, the Prophet ﷺ, he became the best of the prophets. So imagine if it touches your life by learning it and teaching it to others and implementing the Quran in your life. And the only way you can do is by listening. Then, and it has to be structured, because without structure, there is no learning. And we know that. And then obviously that your life, imagine if the Quran touches your life, what will you become? You'll become one of the best of the Ummah on the Day of Judgment, inshallah. So my brother Nadir, you'll be going through the interface of IOU and how it works and how the registration process and everything. Just a small thing. I myself work as a chartered accountant. I also do some specialization in taxation. And that means obviously I have got a busy life, but with that even alhamdulillah, I managed to continue my study. So this is never ever impossible. You can always do with your busy life. You will find some time, and even if you can't, you just do one course. The IOE is offering tuition-free courses, so there is no tuition you have to pay. There is some very modest registration fee, and even we have some scholarships available as well. If you do qualify, you can apply for those. So I urge yourself and also those who you may know, and pass the words out there to look into this amazing opportunity where you can learn Islam from your home, and the materials you'll be learning is actually authentic. It's verified. So Jazakallah khair for coming in and listening. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Jazakallah khair for that, brother Manzoor. Yeah, I mean the hadith that you said, whoever travels a path in search of knowledge, Allah will make easy for him a path to paradise. And that was my motivation for joining the IOU, because I was thinking something, just by joining maybe a part-time course, which is a part-time degree, but you can do it's so flexible, so you can do as little or as much as you can, just by keeping even a little bit of study a day, listening to a talk a day, completing a mini test every few days or whenever you have time. At least you're on that path. And inshallah, Allah will make a path to Jannah easy for you. So that really was my motivation, and may Allah accept it from all of us. I'm just gonna show you guys the learning platform that IOU has. If I just share my screen. Okay, so this is the website, and mashallah, it's actually a very good learning platform. I myself, I've been a school teacher for 12, 13 years, and now I do private tutoring, and I have my own tutoring kind of platform as well. But you know, this I have been very impressed with the learning platform that IOU provides. I'm just going to show you just a quick, it's a 1-minute video.
Brother Nadir, I think it's the folder is showing up, the Explorer.
Oh, is it? Oh, sorry about that. Just share this one. You can see the website now?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah,
yeah. Okay, so this is the website. So it's International Open University. I think a while ago it used to be called Islamic
Online University.
Online University. So I think in the video they use the name interchangeably. So I'll just play this for you. I'm going to share the sound.
Programs, and you don't need to. Have you ever thought about going back to college and furthering your education? Have you ever felt trapped in an unhappy work situation? Perhaps you thought that you don't have enough money to pursue your dream, or you don't feel like to travel and leave your family behind. Let me introduce you to the Islamic Online University, a higher education institution where you can improve your education and benefit tremendously from various programs in both worlds. In order to study at the IOU, you don't need to take a loan to attend university-level programs, and you don't need to travel and leave your families behind. IOU brings affordable, online, authentic, and high-quality education to your living rooms. You may obtain a certificate, an associate degree, or a degree at any of our 7 online colleges: Islamic Studies, Education, Psychology, Information Technology, Islamic Banking and Finance, Business Management, Arabic Language and Linguistics. Or perhaps Quran is your passion. The Islamic Online University has excellent and customized memorization programs to satisfy your needs. Don't miss the opportunity to study under the renowned scholars and teachers at the IOU Quran Memorization College. Whatever your passion is, whatever you desire, the only thing standing between you and the success is you. Set your excuses aside, aim high, invest in your college education, and start taking classes again. It is that easy. If you want your life and work situation to improve, visit www.iou.edu.gm and take a step in the right direction with the Islamic Online University.
Okay, so as the video was mentioning, it's not just Islamic studies, degrees, and certificates, etc., that the IOU offers. It also offers other types of degrees like psychology, business administration, IT as well. And also some of the degree programs, like, for example, I think psychology, there is some of the modules are from an Islamic perspective. So it's kind of other types of degrees with also an Islamic perspective in there as well, which I think is quite unique compared to studying, you know, those types of degrees completely as a secular curriculum. I'll show you where my login dashboard is. So this is how I log into my dashboard, and over here we've got the courses that you're currently on. As I previously mentioned, I'm doing one course a semester. Each semester, there's 2 semesters a year, and I think each semester is about I think 5 or 6 months. So yeah, I mean, but you could do, if you're doing part-time, you could do 3 modules a year. If you're doing full-time, obviously much more. So you go as slow or as fast as you like. And so, for example, if I click into one that I'm on at the moment, my first semester that I did from September was Etiquettes of the Students of Knowledge. And now I'm on the Akida 101. And so here it starts off with course forum. So you've got an Ask the Teacher forum, so you can post questions for the teachers. And from what I've seen, the teachers are quite quick and responsive to questions. You can also see the other students' questions that they are posting as well. And so that's actually quite good, because you're not, if you look at other questions and answers, you're increasing your knowledge that way as well. So yes, you're in touch with your group, in touch with your teacher. There's a student discussion forum here as well. And if I scroll down, you've got your course documentation here. And then for each module, you have a audio file and your video files, and then your test. So for example, I think I'm on module 2, perhaps, or module 3. So you can watch the videos, so yeah, you can watch that from your phone or wherever if you prefer. Or what I quite like to do is I'll use the audio, and I'll play that audio, on my phone as I'm going about doing things in the car, driving, or wherever. So you get your listen to the talk or watch the talk, and then after it, there's a mini test. So you click onto this, and then you'll attempt the quiz. And sometimes there's 5 questions, sometimes there's 10 questions. So straight away, as soon as you've listened to the talk, or if you can do it straight away, you answer the test, and that helps you to embed the knowledge that you've just listened to and you've learned. And so that basically continues with all of the modules. And I try to. My aim is to do a module a day, which takes maybe about half an hour, sometimes 40 minutes to listen to, or if not, every couple of days. And so then, and it's actually quite motivating, because instead of listening to random topics or random talks on YouTube, you've got purpose here. So you're following a structured course step by step. And so I feel more motivated to oh yeah, I've got to get on to the next module and listen to that talk, and then do that mini quiz afterwards as well. So alhamdulillah. And then midway through the course, there's a midterm test. And then I believe there's an assignment, which is a short assignment. I think in the first course that I did, which was Etiquettes of a Student of Knowledge, that was I think the assignment was on teaching methods of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, which I found quite interesting. So there's one assignment per course, and then at the end there's a final exam here. And as I say, the good thing is, your teacher is like one email away, or and also I found that the support, the admin support for IOU is really good. I'll send a question, or if there's an issue, and in the same day I'll always get a response, sometimes within a couple of hours. So I've been, mashallah, really impressed with this learning platform. It's done really well. And yeah, I mean, if there's anything else that brothers want to add regarding this platform.
Yeah, I mean, there is also the library that we have. We have got access to some of the resources in, I think, JSTOR, where the journals, you can have access to journals and to books from Darus Salam, and also some other websites. So these are free access. I mean, there is an e-library with IOU where you can use those resources to do your assignment. All the materials for the study are provided by IOU. You don't have to buy any books. You don't have to go online for looking for extra materials. Everything's provided. In terms of the assignment, as the brother Nadir mentioned, alhamdulillah, I've done a number of assignments because of my studies, and these assignments are amazing, because obviously you find a topic where is obviously related to Islam, but then you're researching in Islam, and it's amazing, because obviously if we have most of us have studied in university, and we're doing a lot of different other subjects, assignments in other subjects. So in Islamic studies, we never have done any research. So it's amazing to do it in Islam. So the IU, as the brother Nadir said, is very, very supportive in terms of the materials you'll be looking at, teacher support. So there is nothing, even if you say, for example, you start 2 or 3 courses and you have to decide to drop 1 or 2, there is always, you can do that. The facility is there. So you can plan before, you can replan, and you can look into your, if there's an issue, that you can always you get the support. We have also exams normally are given in a particular time, but then if you struggle with any circumstances and then you can't do it within the time, there is exemption available or the extension available where you can submit in an extended time period.
Yeah, I was going to mention about the fees. I mean, obviously, if you were to do a degree, a university degree in the UK, it would cost you maybe 9, 10, 11, 12,000 pounds a year. This, I believe, is about 150 pounds per semester. So, assuming that you do 1, 2 semesters, you know, in the year, then that's 300 pounds a year. Which is flexible. You could, if you wanted to do 1 semester, that's 150 pounds. And if I wanted to take time out, you could always return. Now, it'd be good if perhaps some of the other committee members could maybe share their experience so far with the IOU. Brother Lukman, do you want to go first?
Okay, yeah, just I will share some of my experience. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, everybody. Alhamdulillah, thank you for attending this introductions of IOU by the student committee. So I've joined the IOU Bachelor of Islamic Finance in Economic and Banking since early 2020, if I'm not mistaken. So it was and it's still very interesting, and also it's very flexible for those who's working, for those who have also other study enroll on some university or something. So we have also facility to communicate directly to like IOU representatives, being students, and also I mean the subject materials you can download, you can save. So everything is, I think it's very interesting and very affordable. So mashallah, this is a very good opportunity for everyone. You can share for others. You can even like maybe you want to any of you want to support your families, perhaps you can refer to families and then help them to gain learning experience. Some people, they can choose to do just 1 course per terms, or 3 course, or even full time. So it's really, really friendly and efficient for the guys. So that's my experience. And also just a little bit, just the last one, my experience on the Islamic finance, it helps us to understand more on the not only the financial sectors, we were also taught with not very basic. We get also like fiqh, also Sharia knowledge, etc. Sort of things that. So I think that's all. Maybe we can go through Manzoor.
Inshallah, I think we have mentioned, I think, we try to cover a wide range of topics. I think we open the floor now for questionings from our audience. If you want to know anything, please, if you come on the microphone, you can ask us directly, or if you are shy of that, then you can question on the chat box. Preferably, if you come on if you can't come and speak on audio, maybe, and so we can address your queries.
So, brother Jamal Hussain, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Welcome, brother. Nice to meet you. So do you have any questions regarding the IOU? Are you thinking about taking on a course of some sort?
Yeah, not at the moment. It is an idea that I'm thinking once I've finished my bachelor's degree, I'm thinking of doing something of that sort, whether it's Islamic studies or probably do an Arabic course.
Okay, so you're doing a degree at the moment?
Yes, I am.
Okay, what are you doing?
Electronic engineering.
Okay, mashallah. So you're finishing this year, or?
Inshallah, yes.
Okay, well, may Allah make it easy for you and grant you a first-class honors degree, inshallah.
Ameen, ameen.
I mean, so I mean, obviously, if you're, yeah, I mean, just to let you know, with good thing about the IOU is that you can go as slow or as fast as you want. I think if you did, like, for example, that's what I'm trying to run a business at the moment, and I've got, my time is very limited, so I'm just pretty much doing one course a semester. A semester is basically about 5 or 6 months. And so you can listen to the talks as and when you have time. So I think the talks are about maybe half an hour, 45 minutes, something like that. So you can split it up during your breaks, for example, or in the morning after Fajr, or on the way to work or college or wherever. And then when you get a chance, you can do the mini quizzes on your phone, as you're traveling or whatever. It's and then there's a final test at the end of the course to do. So maybe there's something to think about for you, is whether you're able to take on something even very, very part-time if you have the time. But
one thing I want to share, Brother Nadir, Brother Jamal was addressing him, is that the Bachelor of Arts in Islamic Studies is the one that Brother Nadir is studying, and also I am studying. You actually, with the part-time options, you can study over 12 years. So it's a 4-year degree, but they allow even part-time. Normally it's 8 years, but which is like double the full-time. But you can study over 12 years. So this is allowing lots of flexibility in terms of how you want to, structure your studies and how many courses you want to take each semester. And so it's very, very flexible.
And also, there's not just degrees. There are certificates and short courses as well. That's something to also bear in mind. Yes, and we have a brother Nasser. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. How are you, everyone?
Alhamdulillah. Welcome, brother.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you so much for the nice presentation. I just attended this presentation, to look for opportunities for my daughter who came from overseas, with her high school degree, and she's looking for a degree level in the UK. And we also would prefer an online, opportunity, not like a face-to-face attendance. My question to you is how many? I have a few questions actually. What is the academic? How many academic years? The duration of the degree level for university degree level. This is number one. Number two, is it a recognizable university? I mean, in terms of future career opportunities, or like applying for a job in the future, is it recognizable? And number three, what is the fees going to be like for the degree level, the total fees? That's all.
Okay. Jazakallah for the questions. Brother Manzoor probably know best. So the first one was how many years is the degree? Is Brother Manzoor?
Depends,
you want to?
Okay, inshallah. So if brother what's the brother name? Sorry, is Nasser, Brother Nasser. So if you can come on the microphone, I mean, obviously, if you can communicate at the same time, then I can ask the questions. So do you know what subjects your daughter is interested in studying? Any particular subject areas that she has got interest in?
Yeah, actually, we will have a look at we took a screenshot of the website. So I'm going to discuss with my daughter, because I will check what is the available courses and what is her interest. Actually, her interest is the nutrition or dietitian, but I didn't find, I think, in the presentation. That's why I'm going to discuss with her after this session what are the available modules. So we will see what is the like a second favorite or third favorite or preferred course?
Okay, brother. So I'll go through quickly the subjects that the IOU is offering at the moment. So, well, first of all, as a background, I just want to let you know that initially the IOU, which was known as Islamic Online University, now has been changed to International Open University. Now, IOU was predominantly only offering course in Islamic studies, but then it has expanded over the last 11, 12 years. So now it's offering, obviously, business administration. So you've got a bachelor's degree in business administration, which is 4 years. We got degree in education, which is BEd. So if someone wants to pursue career as a teacher, so they can do bachelor's degree in education, but it will be obviously all these subjects has got Islamic elements to it. So it's not like the conventional university. It will be teaching the conventional in the conventional method. So like if you go to a UK university, the way because obviously our chancellor, Dr. Bilal, his doctorate was from a UK university in Wales, University of Wales in Swansea. And so obviously the way these courses are structured will have a contemporary university, the way they deal with it. But at the same time, it's got Islamic elements. You'll be learning the theories maybe the same as some of the other students were studying in the other universities, but there will be Islamic element to it. So you've got information technology as well, bachelor's degree in computer science or information technology, Islamic economics, we've got obviously Islamic studies, we've got Arabic language, bachelor's degree, psychology. Now all these courses has got, these are 4 years degrees. So you have 2 semesters. Each semester, as the brother Nadir said, each semester is 5 to 6 months. So you got, over the 12 months period, you got 2 semesters. Each semester will have about 5 to 6 subjects. So over a 4-year degree, you'd be expected to complete about 45 to 50 subjects. So that's including doing, the bachelor's thesis as well. So like a dissertation, they call it in the academic level. So that's obviously the duration of the courses, but also those are the courses we're offering at the moment. It might expand to other areas, but inshallah, at the moment, those are the key areas. I mean, these are also available on the website. With regards to a second question regarding the acceptability of the degree is obviously, if you go on the website, you will see that the degree has got accreditation, and this accreditation is given by the National Accreditation and Quality Assurance Authority, which is based in Gambia, and also by the Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology. This is also it's a license to provide, give degrees to those who pass the exams of the university and meet the requirements of the university. And this is also based in Gambia. So it is also recognized in other countries because obviously that's a authority giving the accreditation. So if, say, for example, when you get this degree, the certificate will be acceptable because it is accredited by authority. Inshallah. So that the degree side. In terms of the fees concerned with the subjects, there is a different tiers available. So basically, if someone is living in a country like the United Kingdom, this is regarded as a highly developed country. So the fee is the top, but there is no tuition fee, as we said before. There is no tuition fee for the, like, say, for example, if you go to a online university, which is like the UK as an open university. So you can study actually online in other universities, but they will have a high fees. You'd be expected to do if you are doing a degree with open university in the UK, the fees, I think, Brother Nadir probably would know better, but I think it's in the region of, you're looking at nearly 8-9 grand over 12 months period. So obviously that's not nowhere near those sort of fees. The IOU fees per semester, it would cost $200, which is equivalent to £150, depending on the rate. So you're looking at £1 for 6 subjects a semester. If you're studying full time, you've got £150 to pay per semester, and she can I think, yeah, 150 to 200 pound roughly. And she can enroll to six courses, and she can complete the degree over 4 years. Okay.
Yeah, if it's part-time, then it would be about 150 pounds a term, which is about 300 pounds a year. If it's full-time, it's and accreditation, well, full-time it's $320. Now, if you convert $320, let me just find out for you, convert $320 to pounds. That's 245 pounds. So basically works out to be about 500 pounds a year.
Yeah.
But then there's something else that it says, which is accreditation. So that's with accreditation from the University of Gambia. It's 420 pounds dollars, sorry, per semester. So it's probably about 600 pounds a year for accreditation, which is nothing compared to obviously UK universities. And I think the accreditation is with University of Gambia. I suppose the only issue there is if your daughter wanted to go on to a master's degree in the UK, then I don't know if they would, if it's compatible or not. But if she just wants to apply for a job in the UK, then on her CV it would just say International Open University, and then, you know, they can supply, if you want references from the university, you know, they can supply the references from her teachers and lecturers. Yeah, does that answer your questions, brother?
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, this is very clear. Thank you.
Okay, no worries. Brother Jamal Hussein, Assalamu alaikum. Brother Jamal Hussein, are you there?
Yes. Yeah, can you hear me?
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How are you, brother? You okay?
Great, alhamdulillah.
Good. Thank you for attending. So just want to know if you have any questions, and are you considering for studying anything in Islam or joining any courses?
Yeah, not at the moment. Like I said, I think we spoke already. Yeah, in the future, inshallah, once I finish my degree, yes, I'm really interested. But yeah, just once I've got the engineering degree out of the way, I'll probably think about it in the future.
Okay, so I mean, if anyone wants to get in touch, then Brother Manzoor, do you want to let them know how they can get in touch?
I think the brothers who are attending here, Brother Jamal Hussein, I mean, if you're happy, then we got a student group where, I mean, obviously we won't be committed to anything, but you can always question there. So there is a contact race. It's a group basically. You'll be in touch with us as well anytime you need to ask anything, or whenever you are ready to register and going to. So if you want to clarify anything before you register, then you can obviously get a clarification from myself. We'll have access to all the brothers who are attending here as well. So myself, Brother Lukman, and Brother Nadir as well. Are you happy for us to add you into that group?
Yeah, I don't mind. Go for it, please.
I think, Brother Nadir, then do you have, if you have his contact number, then you can, inshallah, add him to the group. I think this is the UK student WhatsApp group. Brother Nadir?
Yeah, sorry, I was on mute just then. If you're interested with this, I think there's something in the chat Brother Lukman put there.
Yeah, I already shared it. It's okay. So
yeah, so if we can add him into the contact number, I think if Brother Nasir, if he's happy as well, then you can add him as well in the group. Then if there are any questions, if you can always ask us, and then we can answer in the WhatsApp group.
Yeah, please. Thank you so much. Yeah.
So, Brother Nasser, I mean, you can take one of our numbers, or we can take your number. Up to you.
Is there any contact details in the website itself?
Yes.
Okay.
There is,
Okay.
but I think expedite things. Then if you are in us, we have access to the IOU administration, so we can expedite things very quickly.
So I will join the group that you have just mentioned in the chat.
Yeah, but I think we'll need your number to add yourself to the group. If you can leave your number in the chat box, maybe, so you can.
Yeah, okay, just a minute, please. هذا ما في WhatsApp. So you need a WhatsApp number, isn't it?
Yes, the WhatsApp number, yeah, and then one of the brothers will add you to the group.
Yeah.
Just. It is going to be an international number because we just new arrivals to the UK.
No problem.
So this is 00.
So
Yeah.
I'll type. Should I type it in here? 00
962
962
798
798
40
40
26
26
71.
71. So I'll just put that in the chat here. So is that correct? 00962798402
Yes, correct.
Okay. Okie dokie. Well, jazakallah khair. So then, so you'll be added to the to the group, and then any questions, or if you ever, any more questions, just let us know. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay. Well, jazakallah khair for attending, brother Nasser, and brother Manzir, do you want to close the meeting?
Inshallah. I think the other brother has left, I think. Yeah. Anyway, I think if you do you know him, brother? Do you know the other brothers?
No, I don't know. No. Okay.
If he does contact, and then if he wants to be added to the group, then maybe I don't know how to get his number. Anyway, Jazakallah khair for attending. Inshallah, may Allah make it easy for you, brother Nasir, and make a decision. And also may Allah make it easy for us to continue our studies and benefit from this. And inshallah, may Allah make it a way for us to be near him in the highest place of Jannah. Inshallah, Ameen, with our families. Jazakallah khair for attending today's meeting. Thank you, everyone, and close the meeting. Subhanaka Allahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum assalam. Jazakumullah khair. Thank you so much.